So Jon Snow, there was only one scene with Jon Snow, and really all it set up was I don't even remember what happened to it. Really, what happened to that episode? He was just saying that they're making for the wall, right?
Well, one thing we
Go
didn't
ahead.
mention was that one of the guys was doing the warging thing. He was looking through the eyes of the Hulk.
That's right. Yes,
which was pretty important. We didn't mention it.
Oh yeah, how did we not mention that?
It's just so much shit going on.
Yeah, that was really cool, and that's important. And obviously, Bran, can do that as well.
And then he says something like, "They're going to see the biggest fires the West has ever seen," or something. The North.
Oh, right. So what? I remember. So they go up and they come in, and there's like that crazy spiral of horse heads.
Yes, that was cool. They're planning their attack.
Oh yeah, so they're planning. Yeah, he's talking about, and they're talking about like how many crows were there, and he's basically saying how he's going to make his way to the wall. Take him. And he says, "Take him." This is another thing. I don't like how they're portraying Mance Rayder at all in the show.
Well, he's nothing like
He's
how I
completely wrong, like compared to the book.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, I guess he's right for the show.
Yeah.
But he's wrong from the book's point of view because he's just like, oh, take him all. He doesn't. I mean, I don't think that Mance Rayder really trusted Jon Snow in the book, but the way you wouldn't have known that so obviously. Mm-hmm. In this, he's like, if he doesn't tell you the truth, throw him off the wall, throw him off something. You know what I mean? Kill him, basically saying.
Right.
So, but that was it, and all that did was just set up that they're going to the wall.
Right.
And then Stannis only had one scene also, which was a confusing scene.
Yeah, there was something there with the editing that confused me a little bit. Like it seemed like he was further away from.
I felt like I missed something.
It feels like
right?
they shot that scene quick, and they didn't. They had to work with like what they had, and they didn't have enough or something. That's what I felt.
Oh yeah, maybe they only had like the actors for a certain time for that.
Maybe
for that
like
shot
it started raining or something, and they had to stop earlier. Because
I was like, where is she going and why is she leaving? She doesn't explain it. I don't remember. And then I remember, and I think I talked about it in the first episode that Edric Storm. One of Robert's bastards, and she talks about we need the blood of a king, and he says I'm the one true king, and she said but there's others that have your blood, implying Robert's bastards. So I'm assuming she's going to get Edric Storm that I mentioned from the first episode we did, where Davos comes and in his first kind of chapter in the book, he sees Edric Storm there playing with Stannis' daughter. And that's like a huge thing, like with them later on.
Edric Storm.
He's one of Robert Baratheon's bastards.
Oh.
And so she's saying she needs king's blood.
You have to remember, like these guys
to do something.
Like
Robert Baratheon, he has many bastards. Gendry's one of his bastards.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say? Sorry.
Like there's no protection when you have sex and stuff. But so when you're in a position of power, you're probably just fucking everyone. Like even there's a scene there with Rob, with the lady he loves, and she's like
his wife.
His wife, she's like bandaging a Lannister. Like just like a Lannister kid. He just comes from the Lannister bloodline.
Oh yeah.
So everything gets like
there's
spread out.
Many kids.
Yeah,
and you were supposed to have kids. Like it was different. Like in this, you're supposed.
That's like the most important thing. Like you just need.
We forgot about another thing. Speaking of too many kids, what about Craster or Craster and the Night's Watch? They went back to Craster's keep.
Craster?
Yeah, with Sam north of the wall, the guy that has all the.
Oh, that's right.
We forgot about that scene. That guy is fucking weird.
He is weird. And I thought that was so funny. Where he's like, "Look at this one."
Oh yeah,
a walking feast.
A walking feast.
Yeah, he's like, I'll just cut a little bit off him and save him for the journey.
Just cut off what you need. And
yeah. Oh my god.
They're all like looking at her.
And then that was such a disturbing scene. They did a really good job shooting that because I was freaked out because Gilly gives birth to that, and she's like, "What is it? What is it?" And you see, like, it's this boy, and you just think, like, you get, like, this pit in your stomach, and you're like, "Oh, fuck," because you know that he's gonna kill it. He's gonna he's gonna sacrifice it to the whites.
Not even that. Like, that's an incestuous born kid, and it's like, but
And he's like, he's yelling at the one guy from the Night's Watch who's like looking up, like making some eyes at a couple of the girls there, and he's like, "Those are not for you," or something like he says, like they're his fucking daughters.
No, that's good though. It should feel creepy.
Yeah. Oh, it was really well shot. I liked the lighting in it a lot, and it was just the tone was very creepy and weird, and you really felt like how one of the Night's Watch felt. You know what I mean? Like this guy is fucked up. Or like how Sam felt, because he's thinking this is fucked up when he's watching her give birth. Oh man, really weird. But what did we cover? Everything else? I guess it's just Jamie and Brienne,
this song
right?
was pretty nasty.
Oh, the bear and the maiden fair or whatever?
Aren't they talking about eating her out?
Are they?
Yeah,
That's what
what I picked up.
But I think
Yeah.
it's a double entendre. I think they're singing about one thing, but you can interpret it as like a sexual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we can start talking about Jamie and Brienne. So they're captured by these guys. These are the Boltons.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, these guys are from House Bolton.
So Brienne and,
And,
Jamie, they're talking, and then Jamie just basically says, "Look, you're gonna get raped
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
because
exactly.
you're just a woman who was captured. It's guaranteed. It doesn't matter what you are, what you look like. You have a vagina." And these guys probably haven't fucked anything except like trees for the past 2 years.
Sounds extremely painful. They got splinters in their dicks.
And so,
I hope it wasn't a wire tree or whatever,
God.
wirewood with the face on it.
oh,
You're
in
gonna
the
fuck
mouth.
this tree's face. Oh God.
Yeah.
So they get to the encampment, and she gets dragged off, and then
To be raped, exactly
yeah,
right. She's
Jamie,
fighting. But
Jamie
it's
starts
useless.
saying like, "Oh, by the way, like she comes from a pretty rich family. If she's unsullied, if you will, or if she
unbesmirched. He says.
Unbesmirched.
That's the line because the guy's like unbesmirched. Because so basically, yeah, right. He convinces this guy that her father, Lord Tarth, will pay her weight in sapphires, which is all like. It's all bullshit.
yeah,
You know
and
what
then
I mean?
the guy's like,
and then the guy
what
buys
would they
it.
pay for you? Like probably your weight in gold."
Oh, right.
And then so Jamie's thinking like, "Okay, I got this guy on my side." He's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
you're not
he's
gonna
like-
untie me and stuff." And they bring him over.
He starts saying like, "Oh, how about some food?
Yeah.
Bring him a knife to cut his meat and all this stuff." And you think, "Oh, okay." Jamie's thinking like, "Yeah, all right, this is good. This is good."
And then like a punch in the face, they slam him.
Then he's got his like fucking. That was awesome. He's got his knife in his eye.
Yeah, I was wondering how they filmed that. Like, that's it. Like, I know it's a prop knife, but you have to like probably put like a little foam piece in the front.
But I don't know if it was a prop knife because
I don't know. Some actors are, because I know Viggo Mortensen is that guy where like
Right.
if they get into a fight and stuff, he says like, "No, punch me." Like they really want to get hit. So maybe they told the guy like, "No, stick it in there."
and he was and he was saying like, and again Viggo Mortensen, like he would really John Rhys Davies was the one they would say he like just fucking wailed on them. Like
Yeah.
he would say he's like, "Oh, come," and he just like slams into the chest with this like dull bladed axe.
yeah,
that
you know
he
in
has.
Two Towers where Aragorn is like fighting the one orc on the warg.
Oh yeah,
And before he goes off the cliff.
yeah.
That they were interviewing the guy who was in the costume.
Oh, okay.
And he was like doing like fake, what's it called, like prop hitting,
Okay.
like faking the hit him.
Yeah,
and Viggo
yeah.
was like, "No, hit me, like hit me as hard as you can."
Jesus.
I love Viggo Mortensen.
I know.
He's just
Well, then-
like, he
then-
gets so into
I
it.
know. And then they would have the thing too, like they would headbutt each other.
Yeah.
Like and so he would go down the line and like headbutt these guys.
And then
he had,
one
like, a
time
big fucking
he
welt.
completely chipped his tooth.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the Peter Jackson was like, "Oh, we got to get you a dentist." He says, "No, do you have any super glue? We could put it back on. We can start filming immediately."
Yeah.
Peter Jackson was like, "No.
Yeah, no,
Go to
you
a dentist."
maniac. What are you, fucking nuts?
He's Viggo Mortensen. He's published, I think, like 17 books of poetry.
Yeah, he's a poet. He's an artist. He's a
Yeah.
photographer. He's amazing.
Masochist.
He's like a Renaissance
Like,
man.
Yeah. But speaking of Lord of the Rings, though, why I thought about that is I remember the actor who played Faramir, David Wenham, I believe his name is. He wouldn't do the scene, or he did this, but he wouldn't actually do the part where he puts the sword on Frodo's chest where they're by the Forbidden Pool, where he pulls the ring out from beneath Frodo's tunic.
Oh, really?
And he's like, "Oh, a chance for Faramir to show his quality." And, he has like the knife on his the sword against his chest.
Yeah.
And he was too afraid to do it because he was going to cut him.
I would be afraid too.
What about when Frodo's got like the thing? There was another story where he's got it like he's like really stabbing him in the neck with this thing. It looks like it's in it, and Peter Jackson. The story was Peter Jackson said, stick it under his chin, like get under his chin. And Elijah Wood said, "Which one?" Because
man,
Sean
that's me.
Astin had gained quite a bit of weight at that time. All right, we're being diverted here by Lord of
It's
the
okay,
Rings.
it's fine.
We could talk about that for hours. But
we should do that one day. We should just watch Lord of the Rings and just talk about
oh, absolutely. All right. So anyway, so I don't know how. Back to the Game of Thrones episode.
To Jamie.
he almost poked his eye out. I thought with that fucking. That was he was fucking pissed, and he's going on about how you think you're so smart. Oh my god! Yeah,
I like
go
that.
ahead.
That took me by surprise because I really did think he fooled them for a little bit.
Yeah,
And then out comes a knife.
he got the chop.
Chops his hand off.
Cut his sword hand off.
Cut his right hand off. Jaime Lannister got his hand cut off. That's big.
That's ridiculously big. Yeah, that's
That's
so
a
huge.
big fucking deal.
And I thought they did. I thought they did a good job of it because it came out of nowhere.
In the book, it happens different, right? Aren't they like
In the book, Vargo Hoat and the Bloody Mummers. Vargo Hoat's also known as the Goat, and he has a terrible lisp. And he has his group of crazy people called the Bloody Mummers is with him. And basically, what happens is they have him. I think it's at Harrenhal, because I think at that point they have Harrenhal.
Yeah.
And basically, what he would do is the Goat would. If you tried to escape, he would cut off your feet, so you didn't try again, or your hands and feet. And so I can't remember all the details, but basically what happens is in the book he gets Jaime and Brienne, and it's the same thing. He convinces him to not have Brienne brutally raped. I'm pretty sure that's what happens in the book. And then he does cut off. He has this guy cut off his sword.
What's
hand, and
weird
it comes out of nowhere. And I just remember the last line of the chapter is, and Jaime screamed. And then they cut the episode on that part, which I thought was awesome.
Then cut to the most bizarre credit
version of the song, a Bear and the Maiden Fair, or whatever the song is called.
I thought I was I had changed a channel by mistake, and it was another show. I was so taken aback by oh my, what is this music?
Shocking.
Because it was so, I never expected the show to just here's a punk rock version of that
you
song.
wouldn't expect, because the theme, in the tone, in the setting
it was
of the
cool,
show,
though.
doesn't make you think that here's a rock and roll song or this punk rock version. But I did think that the song was good, and it kind of came. And I loved they didn't cut to black, he comes down to chop. They could have cut to black at that part. You know what I mean? As he's screaming, but they didn't. They show his hand gets chopped off, and then he's just screaming, looking at it, and then oh my god, that was so fucking awesome. And I remember reading that in the book, and I was like, holy fucking shit! Yeah. I cannot believe that just happened.
Because he's set up as he's the best swordsman in the entire.
And now he's fucking useless.
No, he has to use his left hand.
Oh.
All right, so
awesome. All right, so let's go to our next segment. What did the boss think?
What did the boss? What did he think? What did the boss think today?
Oh, okay.
Little Spanish Flea.
What?
Isn't that the Little Spanish Flea in the song?
Yeah, Little Spanish Flea.
Okay.
That's true. So, boss,
what the hell is
what
that?
was your favorite part of the show?
Well,
Forgot to talk about Daenerys.
oh yeah, I love Daenerys.
Fuck.
Hey!
Show.
There we go.
Fuck this, man. Wait,
Hey.
real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We'll do it quick.
Because we'll go back, edit this, and put it back.
So Daenerys,
before Jaime.
Jorah Mormont, and Whitebeard,
Khaleesi.
also known as
Khaleesi.
Barristan Selmy,
Barristan, yes.
they're walking along what is
Barristan
called the
Selmy.
Walk of Punishment, which is the title
The title
of the episode.
The titular
Titular.
Titular.
I like the word titular. Anyway, they're walking around. She sees some guy there who's all bloodied up, and she's like, "Oh, I want to give him water." And so she tries to give him water. He doesn't really want the water. And then they go meet.
He said, "Let me die."
Let me die. They go to the guy who does she understand the language? By the way,
No, she doesn't. But
she doesn't. In the
No.
book, did she understand it?
I don't know.
I think she does.
I can't remember.
Because I think
You think she does understand?
I think she understands.
because I think they're setting it up that
Yeah.
I was waiting. They may be, and I can't remember
I
from the
think
book,
so.
but I was waiting for them, in the first episode where she was talking with this guy Daenerys, to suddenly start talking to him in his language.
I'm waiting for that. I guarantee that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Ah, yes,
Because
yes.
cool
Hold on,
part.
hold on.
Why would he be? Why would he be? Why would he have that dialogue if she wasn't going to find out? What's the purpose of it? That's what I was thinking.
Well, the thing is, he has no respect for her whatsoever. She
Yeah,
thinks
but
she's some
it's-
coddled rich
He's
girl.
just some
Stupid. I
whore
don't
to
understand
her.
the point. I don't think it's that.
So he says, I like the curve of her ass, so she can have blah, blah, blah. She can have 800 unsullied, and if she gives you over Dothraki, that's another...
For her ship, she'll get, like... Yeah, it's like a really, like...
So then she says...
like, how can she afford this?
Yeah, then she says, I have a dragon. To which Jorah Mormont and Barristan Selmy are like, hey, whoa. I need those dragons more than the unsullied.
Do not do this.
And then,
Dragons
and then that
win
really hot
wars,
translator,
haven't
the really hot translator lady, she like gets her, and I guess
what's her name? This one's name is I can't.
I forget.
She is.
See,
in the book, she is from the book.
This is why I think she understands the language, because she's going, this woman's pretty sharp, because he's saying like some pretty shitty stuff, but she knows how to interpret it and say it in a way that's not going to insult her.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, she probably does.
She knows what she's doing. And then I like
and
how
she doesn't want to kill her.
Yeah, and I like I like how Daenerys gets angry at Jorah Mormont and Selmy by saying like, in public, you do not second guess me.
That was pretty hot.
She puts her foot down. She's in control. I like that. Yeah.
And I like to. Then there was a nice line. She's like walking with the girl. She's explaining like, you might die. You know, you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to do that. You understand that, right? And then she's like something like, "Oh, but we're not men," because like men are dying. Gonna die in this war, but we're not men.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good, but yeah, and so so now the question becomes,
By the way,
what's going to happen with this plan? Because she seemed extremely confident and seemed to have no problem giving away one of her dragons, and the biggest one.
I don't think she
no
is,
less.
That's why.
But we'll see what happens next episode. But that was interesting.
How big are the dragons now? In the first episode,
they're pretty sizable. They're like mid-size, like
maybe if they were standing.
I feel like they're maybe like a greyhound. I mean, not a greyhound. I mean, like a Great Dane, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right, not a greyhound. A Great Dane, maybe. Yeah. And and Barristan Selmy, she got to talk about, was talking to Barristan about her father, and the one that she's always she's very she's also a little insecure, because he says the line like, but you can see she's coming into her own really as being a queen and a Khaleesi, like when she's yelling at them and says don't ever do that in public again, and when she tells Barristan Selmy. He says, "Oh yes, I fought with the last dragon at something," and she's like, "He was not the last dragon."
Oh yeah, so I was thinking about Barristan Selmy.
He's kind of a dick.
No, I mean that guy has been around for a really long. How old is that guy? That guy has good constitution.
He served 3 kings.
Like he saw a dragon in
really
a war
in the show.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Because didn't he? No.
That's what he says.
No. He meant the last dragon. He meant a Targaryen. Because dragons have been extinct for hundreds of years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, we can go back.
The only thing that bothers me with Daenerys...
But that's the whole thing with dragons. That's what they've been extinct for... They haven't existed. They did exist.
Yeah.
Like, no one denies that. But the crazy thing is that there's this petrified egg, because dragons don't exist anymore at all.
Yeah.
And so Barristan Selmy was definitely not alive. What he meant, I'm pretty sure, was that he fought the last dragon, which he meant a Targaryen.
Yeah, what was cool in the book is after Robert Baratheon...
Baratheon.
After Robert Baratheon, took over the throne,
right?
The whole throne room was covered in dragon skulls, and there was like one giant one, and so they took all of them down and they put them down into like the cellar for storage or whatever.
Yeah.
And so there are some scenes in the first season you kind of get glimpses of how big dragons were, and like I think Arya's hiding in the mouth of a dragon when Varys is planning something.
Yeah. Yes. Right, when she's sneaking around. You're absolutely right. And he was talking to somebody. But I can't remember.
But the only thing that bothers me with Daenerys is why are her eyebrows dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
And the other thing, this is the thing that bothered me the most. In the end of the first season, after she gets out of the fire, in the book, all her hair and eyebrows are burned off.
But her hair gets like singed really short, right?
Yeah.
But then like it's grown back already. And I'm thinking, not that much time has passed, right?
In the show, her hair doesn't get hurt at all.
It doesn't?
No, she has long hair.
Oh.
In the book, it's just like, in the
book, her hair is
if you put
gone.
like an open flame by your hair, it just fizzles away.
No, I know. I remember in the book, she's standing there, her clothes have been burned off, and her hair has been burned off.
Yeah.
And, but in the show, I thought that her hair was burned off to a certain extent. But then, when it comes back, it's, super long already. And, not that much time has passed for it to grow back that long, I thought. But anyway.
Minor nitpicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Now we get back to boss. Hey, boss!
All right, boss!
Hey.
kazoo out.
What did you think of the episode, boss?
It was a little boring. Too much. What's her name? Mrs. Stark. Too much of her.
Mrs. I love that's how he refers to
Mrs.
her.
Way
Stark.
too much.
It sounds like he's talking about like a grammar school teacher or something.
And
Oh yeah, I remember I had Mrs. Stark in 3rd grade. She was a bitch. Never let me go to the water fountain.
She has kind of a little like E.T. thing going
I don't
on.
like her.
Well, I mean, physically, I don't find her. I mean, me personally, I think she's a great actress. I think she's doing a great job.
Oh, see, I was saying
Now-
I do find her attractive because of that E.T. thing going on.
She looks like an alien.
Is that guy her uncle? The other guy?
Blackfish
Isn't
is
that
her
what she
uncle.
said? That's weird because she seemed just as old as he is. I thought. No?
I guess in the book, I thought she was.
Or
a
could
little
she be?
younger
Could
than
she be
how
near
was
his age
portrayed.
anyway? It doesn't matter because she's.
Well, no.
Yeah, it could be.
You never know. At this,
Yeah,
with
who
like the
knows?
kind of like
Right.
Well, first
kind
of all, like-
time this is supposed to kind
Yeah.
of be based.
Jorah
off of.
Mormont's supposed to be 27 years old. You know that, right? No.
Oh, man. Wow.
Khaleesi, the sun is killing my skin.
I have to stop smoking. I'm only 21. Khaleesi.
Alcohol ruined my life. I'm
right, well-
32 years old. From The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I gotta give a hand to Jaime Lannister.
Like,
No, but I like two things. I like that I actually bought that the guy was like, oh yeah, that he was like tricking him. I bought that. And but when I saw the stump, I immediately thought, oh, that's the kind of thing you cut people's limbs off on. that's like I thought of that.
that did not
but,
look like a
but
nice thing.
I honestly didn't think it was gonna happen. And then I was like shocked that it did. But my favorite part though is that he chopped it off and he like looked at it and then he screamed like it was
Yeah.
the
'Cause it was
signals
almost
going
like-
through his brain. He
Yeah.
didn't even register yet. And he's like, ah!
And it was almost like he was processing, like,
Yeah.
this is my sword hand.
Yeah.
Now I'm useless.
No, they say when you, let's say someone cuts your limb off, you really don't feel it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was that
Like, you'll-
clean
you'll-
for like
you'll
a
look
split
at it-
second.
Oh,
yeah.
right. It was
that's
like
why.
a
That's what I
clean
like.
chop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but your
down,
brain, it registers, oh my God, that's massive trauma. Don't send the pain signals yet.
Oh, I see. Right.
And then you feel it later. But at first, you're just kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, what? Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
God.
That's why I liked it.
Yeah, that was nuts.
So what else you got?
What would you do if, like, they, like, took his penis out and then chopped that off? Roll credits.
You know what? With this guy's books, I would not be surprised if that happens at some
Yeah,
point.
does anyone in the book so far, is he right, get their dick chopped off?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I
Besides
remember
Varys?
that happening. Well, no, you don't actually see it. I mean, like, the Unsullied are all castrated.
You know it's
They're
going to
all
happen
eunuchs.
sooner or later, right?
It's got to. Somebody's going to get gilded. They're going to get the gilding knife out.
Well, they're building it up to it. You meet so many characters that he's a eunuch. He doesn't have a dick. He doesn't have dick and balls.
It's not like it's not like this is uncommon. This is we were talking about before. There's rape at every turn in this fucking book and in these
Really,
shows,
it is.
and there are tons and tons and tons of eunuchs. What is wrong with this guy?
How can they be raping so many people with all
is
these
a good
eunuchs
part.
around?
For some
Yeah.
reason, I liked when the books were involved. I don't know what it was.
Oh.
Were you thinking about?
maybe it was
this-
Roz's
Were you
crazy?
thinking of a librarian? Maybe.
No, that wasn't it.
Well, she's like.
Is that
trying to
the
show-
girl that
that's
Theon was
Roz.
with? Okay,
Yeah.
right.
From
Right.
the north, she went down and she's like showing off her cleavage to Podrick
Right.
when he's getting the books and he can't like stop looking.
Okay, so
Patrick is a funny
the other thing I think is going to happen, well, I didn't say anything that I think is going to happen. I think this is going to happen. She's going to give him the dragon, Daenerys. She's just going to like command it to bite his head off and it's going to fly back to her. That's what's going to happen, basically.
Good prediction.
That's what I think is going to happen. She's not giving her dragons away. I
Well,
mean,
we-
come
I mean,
on.
well,
I'm
right.
not buying
she
that
has-
for a
she has
second.
three.
Based
No,
on
no,
what-
no. I'm not buying that for a second.
No, but based on her like the way that they portrayed it, I feel like based on the way she seems so confident, like, oh, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Right. It's kind of like
She has,
clear
like,
that
a
she
backup
has
plan.
another plan.
They're like her children,
Yes,
the
right,
dragons.
Right. Well, we'll see.
That's
what
true. Yeah,
happens.
Mother of Dragon.
Yeah, we will. Well, we will see what happens next week. But but that's a good.
What do you think Pod is going to be up to in his sexy adventures next episode?
We should have a spin-off series.
Maybe they'll do
Whoa, what's going on here? More
maybe
prostitutes?
this is gonna happen.
I'm
with
good
that.
at sex. Whoa!
Right. They're gonna go back to them.
I don't have to pay.
They're still sitting down talking, and it's gonna be like a flashback of what happened with the whores.
They're going to Tarantino that shit?
It's gonna be like the whole screen's gonna go like wavy, like, and it's gonna be
Oh, like a
They're gonna...
yeah.
So it's
one of
gonna be a
those.
cheesy
Right.
sitcom effect. To
Yeah,
it.
uh-huh.
Well, it was like a sitcom.
How amazing
kind of
would it
scene.
be if this was the kind of show that did like an April Fool's episode? Like,
Oh wow!
think of all
If it
the
didn't
amazing
cost
things
$10
you
million
could do.
to make an episode, I'm sure they would.
You know,
Oh,
I think
I
it
say
costs-
just throw $1 million at the April Fool's episode.
I would.
Just it doesn't matter.
I
Here's
was-
$100 million.
I was thinking of that because I think it costs like $9 million for the intro, and then the rest is
And the
you know,
intro-
'cause
probably,
the
'cause
intro
that
is
intro is,
absurdly
like-
complicated.
And it's insanely awesome.
I know, but I mean,
I was watching how they made
Come
that
on.
intro. That thing is
it's just
so.
an intro.
They put so much thought into that. Did you know, like that whole intro map? It's like it's like you're inside a globe. Everything is curved this way.
Oh, wow.
Like, you know, when you look at a globe, everything's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this. With that, it's so you see, well, like when the camera pans to like Pentos, you can see Westeros in the distance, like up here.
Oh,
It's all like
yeah.
that. It would like the way they were describing it. It's like, and they wanted it all to look like monks had built like these little, like machinations of like gears and
no,
stuff.
that's awesome. Like you can always see everything, always like
Yeah,
starts to, like every little gear turning and
Yeah,
moving and everything.
They
coming
wanted
out.
it to seem like, oh, we found this ancient like little toy or something, and look, when you turn this lever, all these little houses pop up, the trees come up.
Yeah.
It was really cool. They described it. It was like really inspired. I liked
That's
it a
so
lot.
funny.
I knew there was more than one prostitute. That was obvious.
Well, I was talking with Dexter before. We were saying, how long have these prostitutes been waiting there for Tyrion to like show up? Like Tyrion was like, "Can you set up 3 prostitutes? We're
Yeah.
gonna do something here."
Yeah.
So they're just there in bed.
Look,
like,
I don't know
Yeah.
when
Is
we'll
he
be
here
by.
yet?
Yeah. I don't know when we're gonna come by. Okay, so give me a couple of weeks.
Like the contortionist lady's been practicing on
Yeah.
the bed, like twisting around. All right. Any other predictions or?
No.
Was there anything? Oh, so we covered what you liked, what you didn't like.
Oh, you know what else I like?
Face.
You know what else I like? I like the Brotherhood Without Banners. I like
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy's chainmail because it's like dyed red. I think that's pretty cool.
Really?
Detail.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I noticed that both episodes. It's cool. Okay, what else?
Hold 1 second.
Yeah.
I got totally distracted.
Just dive right in, Pod.
Oh,
All right.
this is funny. I love this. I
I know,
actually
hold
really
on, I
like
just-
this
I wanna see
Tyrion
this
scene.
scene,
It's
real
really
quick.
funny.
Hands together and poof, mountains of gold. Let me guess, he's not a magician. Little jump in his step. The lad's practically skipping. You were gone a long time. I trust you got your money's worth. Or should I say my money's worth? Oh, it was a gift, Podrick. This is more than I give you in a year. He's a squire. You don't pay him. Oh, then it's much more than I give you.
That was funny.
Take it, look. Maybe to try and curry some favour with the new master of coin. Have you ever known a whore to turn down gold? They were happy enough to take it when I gave it to them. What did you tell them?
I didn't tell them anything.
What did you do to them?
Lots of things.
These things?
It's good. Of course they seem to like it. They're paid to seem to like it.
Only they weren't paid.
What are you saying? These ladies enjoyed him so much they gave him the time to see.
Is that what you're telling me?
I love that. I love when he puts it down. He's like,
He looks at Bron
It's like you just,
you
like-
gotta be fucking kidding
I know,
me.
like,
yeah.
something
That
is
was
up
so
here.
great.
Yeah.
That
Like there's
look-
something.
That look was awesome.
There's
He's
some,
like, no.
no, get him drunk. Get him to talk.
Details. Copious amounts of detail.
Thank you for being a friend. Dun, dun. Travel around the road and back
That
again.
is the best part of the episode.
That was a
He's
great
like,
part.
Looks at him.
All right. Any other
coin.
predictions, boss?
I don't think we're gonna see. Well, this is just based on what you said. I don't think we're gonna see Theon for a while.
Okay.
That's
You
it.
don't?
No.
What are your feelings on?
Him getting fucked into the dirt.
Oh
almost.
God, horrifying. That's what I think.
Did we talk about this when he was here? Oh yeah, which one you would rather be strapped to?
Definitely screw my foot, please. Especially because
Oh, God
they already
almighty.
started screwing his foot. Might as well keep screwing it instead of screwing something
Stop
else.
screwing me!
What the hell?
Too many screws.
I had a problem with this, actually, with Theon running from them. He looks back 50 times. Never look back. Just keep going, man.
This is the other thing.
You know?
He is running full speed with his horse, and so are they.
He's a
How
pansy.
how slow is his horse?
He's
No,
a
no,
pansy.
they were probably intercepted
That's what I'm
him.
telling you. He looks back every 5 seconds.
I get it. Well, the thing
But
is,
here's the thing: is Theon is a fucking cowardly
Yeah, he is a
asshole.
coward.
You know what I mean? Like he's not.
That's why he got
he's not
caught.
he's not a strong person. Okay, he
Should've
is completely torn
kept
up,
his head down,
confused. He
went
is.
for it.
Well, he's
he
trying
has
to get-
weak convictions.
Yeah.
and he is lost. He feels like he has no leading up to this. He's weak because he feels like he has no home, and so he's
yeah, you have to remember he was captured by Ned Stark and then raised by basically the enemy of his family. So now he goes back to his family,
and
and
they shun him.
his father's like, you've been living with a fuck. They're more your family than
you're
us.
Not, you're not my fucking son. You're a Ned
And so-
Stark's boy.
And so in a desperate act, he's like, okay, what can I do to get my father's favor? I'll take Winterfell.
Yeah, he's so desperate.
Yeah. It's pretty pathetic, but
He's extremely pathetic. That's the whole.
you
point.
understand what he's trying to do.
Yeah. Oh wait, here comes the line. I gotta see it because I was like, "What?" That line totally threw me.
Fuck you.
I was not.
you know what I don't
anticipating
get?
This.
When hold on, I'll do that.
Like the second he starts
wait.
unbuckling his pants.
You into the dirt.
Why?
I'm already in the dirt.
Why are you going to do that?
And everyone else is complicit. Like everyone's pulling down his pants.
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck?
No, this
Like-
is what I don't
All
get.
right, this guy said pull down his
Like-
pants. I guess I'll do it.
Did we
What?
plan this
not-
before we left?
I guess I'll watch him fuck him into the dirt. It's been a boring day. Okay.
Seriously,
I gotta spice this day
not-
up. I am bored.
Not just in this case, but in all cases, in similar scenes, when a guy's about to do that to another guy, why? What is the motivation for these other guys to help him do that?
Because they probably want to do it too.
What? For what reason?
Because they're pent up. They get it's
Because they're
built.
fucking gay. They're rapists.
No, they want to come. It's hard to come in this world.
Why? You got a hand?
But they can't find.
Think about
anything
if you're a
tighter
peasant
than a
on the
struggling
streets.
man's asshole.
If you're a peasant on the street, when do you have time to come?
What the fuck?
You're more worried about getting food and like
Really?
these guys are like
They got
So
horses.
when you see, when you
What,
see,
they got-
when you
can't
see
bang
a
a horse,
nice,
they're gonna kick you to
tight
death.
young guy ass, you think, hey, I'm a peasant. When do I have time to get mine?
Yeah, you
I'm
do it
gonna
from
fuck
behind.
this
I can
guy's
pretend
ass.
this is a woman.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure that's not what happens at all.
trying to find
I thought it was
reason.
like a
You're
dominance
You're
thing.
trying to rationalize. You're grasping at straws, Oxnard. You're grasping at gay rapist straws.
Gay straws are being grasped.
Oh my god! Gay penis-shaped straws.
I'm gonna suck on this gay straw and grasp it. Anyway, any other predictions?
God.
No more predictions. But I am excited about that guy climbing the wall because that guy's pretty cool. With the
Oh,
army
that's
beard.
right.
he's
That's right.
awesome.
Yeah.
Because they showed it in
That's
like
right.
a preview, right? I remember one of the
they?
previews where he's just like. It seems so ridiculous. It's a ridiculous
No, that-
ice wall.
Only
How is
700
he-
feet tall.
how is he
and made of
climbing-
slippery ice?
How is
Come
he
on,
climbing
give me a
this
challenge.
thing? That's what I want to.
No,
I'm
in the
excited
book-
to see.
In the
'cause-
book, they reached that part of the wall and they say, "Oh yeah, like we've had many people climb the wall here." There's like a group of guys who are like trained to go over the wall and infiltrate stuff.
You'll
And
see.
they
You'll
do
see.
it regularly.
It's gonna get. You'll see. There's right, and
like Cloud.
this is what I don't like about what they're doing with
Yeah.
Mance Raider in the show, because later on and stuff, he's like you see like a side of him that's like you cannot see in this character in the show that they've created. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm disappointed with what they've done in the show. And then I guess, and also we were talking about Jamie and everything. They've completely, I guess, gotten rid of. They just cut out the bloody mummers, which I'm disappointed with. That really annoys me because that would have been really nuts to see them because they're fucking wackos. They're gruesome. And also, like, what are they going to do in the future with the next episode or the episode after that? There's something that's going to be coming up. But that would have been the Bloody Mummers would have been involved, but they're not. So I don't know how they're going to kind of introduce something that's going to happen in the story.
We'll see. Little upset that we never saw Fat Belwas or whatever his name is.
Yeah, he's just not in it.
He was like one of my personal favorite characters in the book. He just seemed like a big crazy maniac.
He's like insanely huge.
A character that I think Boss would have liked too.
I think so.
Oh, you
too.
definitely would have liked
He's
Fat
just
Belwas.
Sounds funny.
He is funny.
He is a huge fat man.
And he was
with
a
like
killing
tiny,
machine.
a pirate.
with like a tiny vest that doesn't fit him.
Yeah.
And like a gigantic curved sword, and like a massive belly. And and he's just like a total and he's
did you leave
covered.
him out?
He had like a big star-shaped scar across his gut.
Yeah.
And he was like just this awesome fighter.
All right. So nothing else, Boss? No other.
I guess that's it. Anything else?
Overall, episode was pretty.
Oh, it was awesome.
Was good.
I thought
Good
this episode was great. Best so far. Like I said, they keep getting better. The second one was better than the first one. This one was better than the second one. So
I didn't think so. I thought the second one was better than this.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Even with
boring.
all the major things
the
that did
hand
happen.
thing was the only good part.
Even with the Tyrion scene and the hand
Tyrion
scene
thing was good too. Those are the two best scenes. Besides that, I didn't like it that much.
All right.
Boss is a tough critic, and that's perfectly fine. As he should be. Okay, well, I guess that's it. And so
We'll be
see
ending
you-
ending the show with a punk rock version of what is it? The Bear and the Beaver? What?
I think it's called The Bear and the Maiden Fair. Is that what it's
Okay.
called? So we should get that song and play it on there.
Excuse me, we have it right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I want to see his hand get chopped off.
Yeah, me too. So goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the cartoon.
And we'll see you on season 4 of episode of oh fuck, I always do it. Episode 4 of season 3. Ha! Nailed it.
That was good. Huh?